Clan. My name is Jessica, and I go under the beautiful name of Unconditional Self-Love Goddess. I am building my YouTube channel. I am doing extended weekly guidance for anybody who's out there that has any water signs. Thank you guys for being here. I just finished in uploading right now the reading for our beautiful air signs. So this is a whole new setup. I just want to concentrate on you guys because has nothing to do with me. I'm just a channeler and I'm an intuitive. So I have 4 decks here. Let's go ahead and open space as we clear the cards for the new energies for our beautiful water signs. If you're going through anything right now, just basically come with an open heart. The beautiful energies of Aries energy with the Libra that is balancing out any anger, any soulmate energy. It's beautiful. So I pray that you guys are doing good. In all these upgrades, you guys are doing great in what you guys need to do. I'm turning a Palo Santo and a cinnamon stick because my readings are more concentrated about wealth, about healing for yourself, and what is the message that you need to concentrate at the moment. And I'm clearing the space with some Palo Santo and some cinnamon stick. Okay, so we call in all ideas of unconditional self-love. We call in all ideas of unconditional self-love. We call in all ideas of unconditional self-love. We call in the answers from the east, the west, the south, the north, and the ethers. And let's go ahead and see what is the message my beautiful water signs need to listen at the moment. Okay, what is the message right now? What is the message? Whew, energetically, you started popping out. Trust your intuition, they say. Trust your intuitions. Right now, you may be feeling like there's a big burden in your shoulders, but they really want you to realize you have to learn to trust your intuition. They're asking you right now at the moment to really concentrate and go ahead and concentrate and open your third eye. Go ahead and get grounded. You have all the truth inside of you. Meditation and prayer is gonna go ahead and give you answers. It is time for you to let go of all the gossip, all the fights and all the conflict. You may have been around about all of that right now, and you're realizing that it's not serving you anymore. The only thing that it's doing is basically mirroring the conflict that you have inside. So all the conflict and all the gossip and all the fights that you are basically letting go, you're literally realizing that, see, they literally came right after the others. So this one signifies fight, conflict, people cheating, and all of that. So it's mirroring to you the conflict that you have, as within, so without. This is one of the universal laws, as above, so below. So that's what the universe is letting you know. They're telling you to go ahead and trust your intuition more when it comes about those fights and those things. That it's time for you to realize that all the conflict and all the things that are happening externally is because the chaos that you have inside of you. Therefore, the universe is go ahead and showing you what you have been trying to say. No, there's no conflict. There's nothing inside. You haven't, yes. Honey, the universe is shining you, and it has been trying to shine you about the conflict that you have inside of you, and you have been acting like, no, there ain't no chaos, there ain't no problems inside. Yes, there is. Okay, whether you see it, whether you believe it or not, it is happening. Okay, yes, you maybe have been around people that are very controlling, or you basically were acting like I'm very you're acting as if things are not happening. I don't know if you have an energy around you that is very controlling, and I don't know if it's yourself. It's you. You are basically trying to micromanage your life. You're micromanaging your life, and you lost money by doing all that micromanaging. And the universe gave you warnings about the micromanaging and that control, that control that you have. And you also, maybe all the people that were cheating, stealing, and all of that, they were there's a masculine energy that just showed up. Okay, I don't usually bring relationship readings, but there's some masculine energy that literally just fell under the cheating and the deception and the lies. This was a fuckboy. Okay, maybe the universe is kind of showing you right now, and you were trying to act like it wasn't true. This also left you knew about this. They say you knew this, you were able to see all the cheating and all the lies and all the deception, but this person was literally a fuckboy that was cheating and stealing and just basically using you, and you chose to ignore your intuition because you were able to see it. You just kind of acted like it wasn't even happening. This person wasn't mature enough to be able to communicate. That's why fuckboys basically, they don't have the emotional intelligence to be able to communicate. This person was attracted to your power because you're very magnetic. You know what to do, you know how to move, and you were left at crossroads. And because you were left at crossroads, the universe asked you to go ahead and notice this energy, but you decided to control this relationship instead of actually realizing that this person was literally a fuckboy that was only here to use you, abuse you, cheating and steal inside of you. So this person literally low-key kind of mirrored back to you the chaos and the things that you needed to deal with within yourself. Okay? Yet they're telling you right now, walk away. Walk away from the negative thoughts. Walk away from all the money that you lost from this relationship. Honey, you, my water signs, this is who the fuck you are. Stop playing with yourself, okay? This is the Queen of Pentacles. You are the Queen of Pentacles, and everything else that literally showed up here, it's a king that's a fuckboy in reverse. He's fucking fiery. You showed up as this. Okay, you showed up as the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands. You fucking float in the air. You are magic. You showed up as the Queen of Wands, and you also showed up with this very controlling energy. Okay, and that controlling energy maybe has to do maybe because you picked it up from your father, somebody in the matriarchal, and that's your energy, and therefore you magnetize somebody who was a fuckboy. Yes, he's a king, but he was really not a king. He was literally a knight that wasn't emotionally intelligent enough to communicate. So therefore this left you in this relationship that wasn't helping you moving forward. Okay, they're basically, you lost money. You've been losing money because of this. And because you were losing the money, it's like, okay, let's go ahead and get clarifiers for this. Because this turned out into being about water signs into a relationship reading, okay? It's up to, you see, you are the Queen of Pentacles, which means the Queen of money. Money, money, money. You're water. You basically, water comes to you, money comes to you easily and frequently. This was a disruption for you to realize, to listen, to trust your own intuition. Yep, you were giving the warnings, but you chose to ignore your intuition. This was a disruption that the universe actually created so you could trust your intuition. You saw the signs, you saw it, but you just chose to ignore it. And you thought this was love. You confused those negative thoughts by thinking that this was a relationship, that you gave yourself the opportunity, but it was actually a whole new beginning for you to learn to trust the red flags and for you to trust the signs. And yeah, it was a disruption. It was a disruption, they keep on saying. And don't judge yourself. Don't be so harsh on it. Sometimes we need disruptions, people. And that's how we grow. Sometimes we grow through pain and through all of that. Even as I was doing my healing, I started realizing, why is it that I knew that, you know, there was some things that I wasn't supposed to go down that lane, but I still didn't listen. We are basically have been conditioned artificially to learn through something that is called growing through Satori, which is learning through pain. Because by you being aware that this person came to reflect it to you, the conflict and the pain that you have inside of you, this is giving you the opportunity for you to realize that prosperity lays ahead. Sometimes taking accountability and responsibility of the people and relationships we have around you, learning through pain, is teaching us to learn to trust our own self. Because you thought this was kind of some type of spiritual union, this person actually talked a lot to your heart. And because this person connected a lot to your heart, you thought it was the truth, but in actuality it was the truth that it was showing you that you had a lot of patriarchal and you were trying to control the relationship, and therefore it revealed to you a lot of hidden stuff that you were not ready to face. Wow. Wow. Well, let's see, what is the clarifier about that money in this relationship? Yeah, you had to learn to choose wisely, because this relationship made you lose some money, and the universe was giving you the opportunity for you to learn to choose wisely when it came about relationships, when it came about spending money, when it came about things as you move forward. Okay. Yeah, you actually, instead of trusting your intuition, you trapped yourself in fear. You ignore your intuition. This is how you shut up. You're the high priestess, and you literally ignore your intuition and you went into fear. I literally, this what you guys are going through is exactly, I just literally met a divine reflection. He's younger than me. He's an artist. He's a singer. And we basically both realized that we are afraid. We were afraid, as you know, trying to open up. So we decided to say, can we start as friends? How about if we're just friends? And sometimes he tries to play and go into, you know, he tries to play this card with me, fuckboy, but I call him out. And he likes it when I call him out, like he weird. And I told him, bro, yeah, this person ignited your passion a lot. This person ignited your passion. See, but with me and him, I call him out on his bullshit and he called me out on my bullshit. So this person was very sexual. This person is very sexual. They turn you on. They said all the right things to you. And they fed off of your power. You're very powerful. Look what you showed up as a clarifier for the Queen of Wands. More power over power. Fire over fire. Literally showed up as twice of that. And you basically were given the opportunity to make an ending, because this relationship could have either, see, if you would have walked away from this person, and if you would have basically decided to say no, you would have gotten a lot of material gain. And you actually went into the waiting game and just started overthinking and overthinking and overthinking, instead of realizing that this relationship wasn't going to move any way forward, you know? And just be aware, be very mindful. Some people only come as a test. And when you're able to realize that awareness, you know, your ancestors are telling you that in the materials and the spiritual realms, they have ancestors' money for you. They have a lot of money, and it's up to you now to move forward when it comes to making those decisions. Are you going to continue overthinking of what could have, should have, would have, or didn't? Or are you going to basically release it in this beautiful full moon? From what I hear, this was like a soulmate, and it was very loving. But if it could have turned out into a good thing, if it maybe would have started a little bit more slower. They're telling you to have the faith that you will actually be able to gain back everything that was taken away from you. Okay, this is a whole new beginning. It was a spiritual lesson, and to walk away from it. Okay, you have free will. Please take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I always tell people. Okay, for me, basically, the reason I may be putting my business out there into this reading is because it was a spiritual lesson that you needed to learn, and maybe you needed to learn to talk to this person about the fears. You know, that's literally what my friend and I we did. He wrote a song because he saw my insecurities, and he wrote me a song, and I wrote him a poem. He literally told me this is the most precious thing that anybody has ever done for me. He's like, that's my emotional love language. He said, I want to listen to you talk over and over again. And I put classical music when I did his poem. I did a special edition for him. So please be aware, learning to face our fears, especially at the beginning of a relationship, actually clarifies if this relationship is actually going to move forward as a loving relationship, or if it's going to move as a friendship. Many of us have never been taught about a healthy, conscious, cognizant relationship. So many of us end up in relationships that only come as lessons for us to learn to trust our intuition. Me and him, when we're talking, my pineal gland is activating. He's funny, he puts his phone in his solar plexus, and he says, when you're speaking, my whole body vibrates. And I told him, when you're speaking, my third eye is vibrating. So be impeccable with your word. That's the message from your ancestors right now. Learn to be impeccable with your word. Learn to release this. There's a lot of patriarchal conditioning that you have to be aware. You have some controlling tendencies, and they want me to bring this back again, because these controlling things are truth that you have to learn to trust your intuition. You have been hiding, and you have been not taking accountability that you have a lot of controlling habits inside of you. Maybe it came from a father lineage, from dad, somewhere. Okay, and please be impeccable with the word release. the need to be right. Release the need to be right. Your angels really want you to come with a more light-hearted, more open heart, that not everything needs to be perfect, not everything needs to be right. Release the need to be right as you move forward. When you believe something, you assume you are right, and you may even destroy a relationship in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. That is the messages from the ancestors. I will say low key, if you think you're always right, I already said you're wrong. You know, I always tell people, please question everything we say, question everything we say. I don't always act like I'm right. And that's one of the things that me and my friend are literally saying. We're speaking a lot of truth. He calls me out on my bullshit. You know, learning to come from a place that you both come from a place that like, hey, you know what? I'm teachable. I know that I'm not always right. And coming with that open heart is going to go ahead and release you with a lot of headache and a lot of, you know, lessons. Or it may actually build that relationship to be a little bit more healthier as you move forward with this individual. Okay? Or learning to say like, you know what, I know that I'm not always right. Sometimes it takes a little bit of humility to basically be able to say like, you know what, I'm not always right. And it is okay sometimes to get to say I'm not always right. Okay? There is nothing too great of accomplishment for one who knows the power of one's word and follow one's intuitive. Oh wow, this is crazy. I shuffled these cards and you guys literally got the same message as the water signs as an ending. Okay, there is nothing too great of accomplishment for the one who knows the power of one's word and follow one's intuitive leads. So please learn to trust your intuition. But even with your intuition, you know, whenever you have an intuitive hit or something, the only thing that most of us forget to do is to go ahead and ask the Most High, am I doing the right thing moving forward? Please, God, Source Creator, help me. Help me help myself so I make sure that I am doing the right thing as I move forward, okay? If you like books, I will highly recommend this book. You could find this in the beautiful University of YouTube. It's called The Game of Life by Florence Scovel. This is a book about healing, and this is a book from the 1920s. So I would highly recommend it as you move forward and as you release everything that is going on right now. At the moment, the universe is asking you to open up your heart with wonder and get to say, look with wonder at that which is right before you. Learning to take accountability in which ways you were maybe trying to control the relationship's gonna set you free. The truth will set you free. Why sometimes we don't like people that tell us the truth? The reason sometimes we don't like the people tell us the truth is because it dismantles the self-illusion or self-made deceptions that we're making for ourselves. Okay? And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. This channel is about growth and evolution. So there are some tendencies that are coming from the father side patriarchal society that are controlling, that are always trying to control maybe your emotions, control the relationship, control the flow, control not trusting your intuition. And when you don't trust and you have those controlling things, you're going to end up like this. You're going to end up trapped in your emotions. You're going to end up not making the right choices. And you don't want none of this to repeat. Okay? So as you move forward, my beautiful water signs, look with wonder at that which is right before you. Learning to say, hey, you know what? Could have, should have, would have. It doesn't even matter. I am so grateful for the beautiful lessons. I am so grateful for this beautiful disruption. I am so grateful that I'm coming with an open heart. And now moving forward, I'm going to move like this. You're a high priestess. You're here to make money. And you're here to be magnetic. That's who you are, my love. You know, don't play with yourself. Let go. Be honest and authentic with this controlling things, and this is disrupting some hidden truth, because the truth dismantles these controlling ways. Okay? Please take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, let it go. I want to say I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the views. I am building my YouTube family. If you feel called, if you're interested in getting an extended reading, the information to do so is at the description at the bottom. I am also created a YouTube channel for healing, and I am activating through my poetry. And if you guys feel called, go ahead and follow and like and subscribe to this channel. If you like spoken word, my poetry is different. I do not follow rules. The same thing with tarot. I do not follow the rules. I am a channeler. I'm an intuitive. I read energy. I feel. I sense. So if it doesn't resonate with the regular tarot or the regular other way others readers do, go ahead and find the right tarot reader for you. As I said, take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. I am here to be of service. So we appreciate you. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the views. And those little disruptive little animals that you see running around, they're my cats. My cats are my cats. So with that, I want to say love to all. Peace to all. Have a blessed day. Adios.